Hello everyone, welcome to Messy Paper Wheels. My name is Miriam and I am a crafter junk journaler who is in a wheelchair. So please stay, check out my videos, see how I do things, and hopefully if you have some kind of limitations or disability, you can get some ideas from what you watch on my channel here. Had so much fun playing with the Mulberry paper, this thin paper, the last video, where we made Santa, snowman, not Santa, pocket. See, there he is. Anyway, I had so much fun creating that I thought maybe we could make some more things using this really thin paper. I've got this it's actually burgundy, though it doesn't really look very burgundy on the camera tonight. It's actually that burgundy colored paper and some different colored greens here. I collaged with some the other day. This is what I come up with. And it'll be okay when I put something on it, but I really don't like, this is where I used white. That one was really a thicker white, and this was a thinner, and I really don't like that so much how it turned out. But once I put a topper on there and something to cover this part up, I think I'll be okay with it. Today I thought maybe I'd do another collage tag and not use any white, and if I have enough time, maybe cover some with just some plain red paper and use one of my journal cards. It came with a kit that I bought, and make a couple more tags for this journal that I'm working on. I actually plan to do 2 Christmas ones, but I really got to get cracking on the ephemera, because one has printout ephemera. That's a good, if you have a kit with printout ephemera, it makes it much easier. But this one just has the, it has no tags, no pockets. It just has the decorative type ephemera that you can glue onto things. So I thought maybe I'd start out here and we'll just do a tag. Maybe cover a couple tags and put a top on them. If we have time, maybe an envelope. I don't know. I never seem to get that if we have time done. So I think today I'm going to use the glue stick instead of my crafting glue. Clear glue that I use. Glue sticks just seem to do better with this. When this paper gets wet, it tears. In fact, if some people are wanting to collage with it and they want to tear it, they'll use their like a paintbrush that just has water in it and go around it, because it'll tear real easy where the water is. The problem is if you tear this stuff and wet it to tear it, you have to let it dry before you can collage with it. And I'm sorry, I just don't have that much patience. So I cut some into little pieces. These are approximately, if you put them on my mat, you can see approximately 1 inch by 1 inch, but not all of them are exactly that. Some of them are 1 inch by 1/2 inch. I mean, they're just various sizes. I've got couple different colored greens and some maroons, so I just thought I'd put them together on a tag. I like how the different greens and the maroon turned out on the other one. So I thought this time I'll do one without the white and see how it turns out. So I'm just going to put down some glue stick here. So I have, because this goes, I mean, when you're using a glue stick like this and doing it, make sure you get all the way over to your edges. It goes pretty quick when you're going to put this stuff down. Let's start with a good square here. Just start up here at the top. We're just going to work our way down the paper, just alternating different colors here. Stick a maroon one in here. Oh, do we have enough? Yep. Went down far enough with the glue. I kind of hang it over the edge because then I can go back and trim it up. And I just press it down, with my fingers to hold it down. Let's see. Here's one. Oh, here's one that's got a little bit of red in the green. I think that would look really cool to go next to the red. It'll look like it kind of bled over maybe a little bit. I think, okay, that's the end of that bit of glue. So Roll my glue stick up here. I'm just today using a Craft Bond Elmer's Craft Bond glue. That's pretty good for something like this. It doesn't, I mean, if you're gluing papers together, it does okay. Sometimes you have to just be careful. I've got some I'm just trying to use up good. I really am undecided on what kind of glue stick is my favorite right now. I really like the, well, what's it called? Scotch Create, but they're hard to find right now. And I'm not sure whether I believe they've actually quit. They don't make the Scotch Create one anymore. They just make a Scotch Permanent. And I think that's why they're hard to find right now. Add a little more glue there. Oh, that one wanted to go before the other one, I guess. I'm just basically, as I put these together, I'm trying not to put two of the same color or pattern side by side. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. It's like I put a green, light green, darker green there. It really doesn't matter. I'm just trying not to, go side by side with the exact same color scheme. And I think I'll come in down here with this one because it's going to hang off the bottom anyway. So I'll use one of my skinnier ones there. Hopefully, yeah, there's enough there to hold that. Actually, I'm already liking how this looks instead of using the white with it. I'm going to go ahead and cover this hole up, and then I'll come back in and punch it with a hole punch. And I'm just going to do the one side, the back side. Then when I distress it and put something on the front, I've got a blank back that could be journaled on if I choose to do any journaling in the Christmas one this year. Who knows? I don't know what I'll choose to do yet because I'm new to journals and I just haven't. I like journaling. I write in journals. I haven't done it for a while, but I do like writing in them. So who knows what I'll do when it comes time for a Christmas one. Let's see, I better overlap that just a bit there so that I can bring that one in there like that. We'll do the same on this longer one here so it can kind of go in there too. I don't want two together, do I? I just said that, but now I'm kind of stuck. Well, let's see if I have two slightly different colored dark green ones. Maybe one that has red. Here we go. Well, here's one with red on it. I'll use it. So that way it kind of... Let's put it like that so the red kind of breaks up the two greens. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, that'll be okay there. And then, let's see, a maroon one maybe here. And if you miss a spot, if you get it real quick, you can pull it back up, put it back down. But you have to, if it sits for very long, it might tear. So you might risk if you pull one up, you might risk tearing your little square. That one tore a little, but I think it'll be okay when I go to put it back down. Because I didn't want that. And like up here at the top, see what I did up there? You can't see the edge real well, but I think that'll be okay because the edges you can usually ink pretty good. So they'll be either a dark green or a burgundy colored ink. See, I put it right back down in that same spot. What is it about that piece? It doesn't want to go there very well, does it? I still can't get it. Let's turn it long ways that way. Maybe that'll... Well, let's put my glue down again and really bring it up there so I don't miss it this time. There we go. Okay, Miriam, I think that'll work. All right. Okay, still got enough glue on there for another piece. And let's put a big piece of the dark green here. Oh, more glue is needed. I just touch it with my fingers, and if it's sticky, I'm good, and if it's not, then I add more glue. Let's see, do I have a smaller piece of, oh, there's a piece over here that from what I did the other day, the leftover. I think I'll cut, where did I put my little scissors? I think I'll cut a piece of this. This is going to get cut off anyway. I don't need a full square down here at the bottom, so I'll just cut a piece that will hopefully cover up that part. Yep, it will. Good deal. All right. Now, I hope we're not gonna, I hope we have, we'll try to use bigger ones that'll come over far enough to cover this edge up when I put them on over here. So I'll try to avoid the little small ones. That way I don't end up having to piece things in, so to speak. Here's a bigger green one. Let's put him up here. Pull that out in case I need it. Here's, I don't know that I have very many great big ones on this funny looking green kind, but I'll see what I've got here. Oh, there's a piece. Oh, we can't put it right beside that anyway. Ha ha ha. Pay attention, Miriam. Let's put that piece there. That goes clear to the edge. Perfect. Oh, we gotta get that thing out of there. A little bit more glue down here. See that hole in there? I'm gonna leave it. It looks kind of cool. I'm gonna leave it. Because probably whatever I am likely to glue in the middle of this tag is going to cover that little tiny hole up. So I'm just going to leave it there. All right, another great big, or that one looks like a nice size. Nope, this one's a wide or dark, a light green. Let's see if we get another bigger, here's a bigger dark green. Ooh, he just fit there with just a little minuscule part on the edge, which is fine. It will cover with ink. Ink will cover all those little mistakes from fussy cuts or edges if you don't quite make it clear to the edge if you're gluing something. Let's see. I think we need another maroon one. What do you think? I think so. Let's put a maroon one there. Put, maybe? Would it work? Nope, not quite. Let's put that one there. And a skinny green. Don't have any little skinny green ones. Here's a skinnier one. Couple little skinnies. We can use one of these. And there we go. We are done with that tag. And then what I do, once I finish it, I'll go back. If there's any little edges I didn't quite get, I'll go ahead and put down some more glue to catch all my edges, because I want all my edges to not be, yep, see how that one pulled up there? I don't want any of the edges to be pulled up. So I'll go back and check, make sure there's no, oh, there's another little edge. Usually where they join, that seems to be where it will come up. And then I want to press it down real good. And I'm going to turn it over and run my, either the edge of my scissors or when I can find it, my little, oh, here it is, clear over here, off screen. I will run this down the back real good because that'll help those go in there really good. And if you do it on the front, you're likely to scrape some of it out, honestly, because I'm giving it a little bit of force. And then after I get these glued down good, and oops, there's a little piece on the corner. So let's stick him down before I start cutting. There we go. Just probably likely where I didn't get glue from my glue stick. I'm not patient enough to let this completely dry, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it. Should be able to, but if you seem to have trouble cutting it, you might wait a few more minutes for it to completely dry. Because if the glue's very wet along the edges, you might run into some problems trying to cut it when it's damp. It's usually cutting okay, so I think I'm pretty good. This is the first edge I glued, so it's probably the driest edge. I'm just going to trim it all off, trim it right up to the card. And when you're working with this really fine paper like this, you can trim it really easily. And I'm just going to let the scraps fly, and I'll clean them up when I'm done, because it's easier for me to do that. If it's a very big one and it gets in my way, then I will usually, get it out of the way. But hey, we're going to have some time today to do more than just collage one tag. I must be moving faster today. Usually I don't have much time to do things, and before I know it, an hour is gone by. And I only intended the video to be 30 minutes or so, but it takes me twice as long as I intend. Oh well. As long as I got subscribers and you guys are watching and you like what you see, that's the important thing. If you have any suggestions on things you might like to see, please, I'm open to comments. Please leave me a comment. Let me know who sent you here. I'd love to know who's coming by to check out my channel and videos. So I welcome comments. If you like what you see or have any suggestions or anything like that, maybe something that you've done that helps you because you have a limitation. What do you do to make your crafting easier? Please share, and I'll be glad to include it in one of my videos. All right, so now we have this piece that's peeling up here, but I'm not going to punch a hole in it because it'll punch so much better if I wait. But now we have this red and green tag that will really go with almost any Christmas journal with those different colors. But I think for now, I'm going to look here and see if I have something in my journal cards here that I can put on the front of this that I can use. I have some snowmen. I wish I could remember, not all creators online on Etsy will include their shop on their printouts. And if I don't write it down, then I don't know what it is once I printed it out. So, you know what snowman I think would look great on there is this one here with the Christmas tree. So I'm going to just kind of fussy cut him a little bit. That way he's not like a square card going on there. So I'm going to, not with a lot of detail fussy cutting, but I'm going to get him off the paper, and then I'll do a little bit better cut around here before I glue it down. Okay. All right. He's pretty cutie. Yeah, he's kind of small for that, though. Maybe if I put him up here, and then I could put something down here later when I decorate it more. I think I'll do that. Because I really like this guy, and I think he would look good color scheme-wise with my journal that I'm making. It has lots of the darker greens and burgundy, and I just think this guy, he doesn't have a lot of blue like some of the others, and I just think he'll look really good. So let's just cut him out a little bit better, fussy cutting here. And then we'll stick him down here, and I'll decorate the rest of it when I get the rest of my ephemera out. I'll do a day of simply just decorating things, and maybe I'll bring you guys along when I do that. If you'd like to see me just doing some regular decorating of the stuff that I've made, let me know. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see on my channel. And if you're subscribed to it, obviously you're the people that are, checking it out. So please let me know what you'd like to see. Christmas is on the way, so what do you want to see? I'm glad because I was kind of done with the Halloween thing. I'm not a big Halloween person anyway, and I was just kind of, I didn't finish a Halloween journal, but I did a lot of different ephemera and things, so next year it'll be much easier to put together. But I'm just not a big Halloween fan anyway, so let's, you know, I'm going to save him. I'm going to put, I have some bigger Santas I think I'll save this tag for. Oops, there goes another piece that pulled up on me. There we go. Now he'll be good. No peely uppies, so as I think I heard that Pam say that, Paper Outpost, so I watched so many of her videos that just kind of came to my head just now, so I don't want to steal what somebody else calls them, but basically just little pieces of paper that peel up. After you've made them, she's referred to them as peely uppies. Alright, let's see if I got another smaller tag here I can cover with the red paper, and then maybe put the snowman. I do have some smaller tags here somewhere. Dig through my pile of stuff here. Wow. Thought I did. Maybe I don't. Where'd the little tags go? All I have are these great big ones, and I really don't want to use it on a great big one. Well, we'll just lay them aside then. Maybe, let's see here what else I have. One of these bigger images. This is, I bought this kit from, who is it? There it is, Etsy shop. It is called Leon Scrap. I really like this Santa Claus. I think I'm going to cut him out and put him, and I also like this other one though too. What do you think? Which Santa should I go with? I think I'll do the oval one. Why? I don't know. Just because he seems to have some red in his background anyway. So let's see what he would look like on with this maroon tag. Ooh, I think he'd look good. And with the squares on there, that'll look pretty cool. Okay, where's my scissors? Scissors. Here you are. I'm going to go ahead and cut at the white. And I don't have any inks out either, guys. Oh, I got vintage photo. I can vintage photo him. I'm not at all good at this, especially when there's a big sheet of paper. So let's do this, and then I'll try to switch scissors to the little teeny tiny ones when I find them here. There you are. And we'll go from there. How about that? Get all those shoved to the side here. Get one of my other taller, skinny tags, maybe. Well, there's one of my tags that I can cover in red, but let's see what he looks like on right here if I trim him up. Ooh, I do like him on there. I do like him on there. And especially if I put him like that and leave room to put a thing on the bottom. And I think I have the perfect thing to put on the bottom. I have this laying over here. I'm not sure. It might have popped out of my ephemera. I don't even know where it came from. But that will be perfect to put on that tag with that Santa Claus. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take a minute and go around him. Then I can ink him up with a little bit of vintage photo. I can't talk when I'm concentrating here, y'all. So, give me a minute to get them cut out. It's hard to talk and concentrate on cutting at the same time. Yeah, I know, I'm getting old. What can I say? Okay. So is anybody else as excited about Christmas and Christmas journals as I am? I just can't wait to get my Christmas journal together. I don't know why I'm so excited about Christmas this year, but I am. I love Christmas anyway. All right. Where are you? Vintage photo. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully there's enough ink on my dauber that I can just get away with. Yeah, there is. Inking it up so it doesn't stand out as stark white. I have some greens and some aged mahogany I'm going to get out and use. But I'm just getting started on the Christmas things. All right. And, you know, I don't think I might do just a little bit along the edges of Santa's beard, just a little bit so he's not so bright white. I just want to over him, I'm barely touched him now, so there's hardly, you might even notice the difference, but it just kind of took that bright white out of his beard there. All right, let's put some glue on the back here. And I actually finished something on a video. Usually I save decorating for later, but this time I actually got something down on it. And it's just not even 30 minutes yet. So imagine that. So we'll stick him on there. Get him fairly even. Yes, I like that. And then we'll take the Santa Claus. And I saw something pop up down here when I was putting him on. I caught on something. It could be that it's not quite dry and that's why some of them are peeling up. But in any case, if I catch one up, I'm going to stick a little dot of glue with it. Yeah, that's what it was, because it was like a little hole there. Okay. Kind of got him covered up. Give me a minute here and I'll uncover him once I get this glue on this. Okay. I'm not going to cut ink around the edges, but that's basically what I will do with this once I get it finished. And there you go. I'll use some distress ink on the back and distress it a bit so it's not so plain ivory color. And there we go. There's the first finished tag, other than punching a hole and adding a topper for my Christmas journal. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to lay him aside so he can completely dry. And I think I'm going to just take a piece of this stuff and I'm going to cover one side of my tag with it. Just so I'll have a background, something I can use for ephemera. Nothing fancy. Moved a little and it was making me cut crooked. Look at that. Good thing my life doesn't depend on straight cutting. All right. Now, sometimes on this paper, one side is a little smoother than the other. So I'm just feeling it to see if one side is smoother than the other, because I want to put the smooth side close to my cardstock. It'll be easier for it to stick on there. And I like the rough textured side out where people could see it and if they want touch it, but I like the different textures to be in the journal. So I'm just turning the glue stick up here. And if you were a nice smart crafter, you would get a glue book or page or something to put under this, or have a glue mat. I've tried it, but again, I try to just hold whatever I'm gluing onto underneath, and when I go over the edges, whatever goes over the edge will get on the piece underneath, rather than, oh watch, my little green ones are trying to jump in. They don't want to be left out there, do they? Do you see what I did? I also stuck my hand in them with glue on it. Okay, there we go. Let's see, did I miss any? I'm just kind of looking at it in the light to see if I missed anything. Go down here on the bottom, there's a little section there I might have missed some. And go back around the edges one more time. Then I'm going to take this off. Of course, there is the risk of it sticking to whatever you're making if you use it to put your glue on. So there's a chance of that. Like I'm having forever everything sticking to my page tonight because I didn't clear a spot very well. Okay. I'm just covering this so I can use this as a background. I think I'm going to let it dry before I cut the edges to make sure it's good and glued down. If it wrinkles a little bit, I'm not too worried about it because that just makes the paper, I think, look neater. Neat as in not neat, but neat as in cool. I don't know. What word do you guys use these days for younger people? When you want to say neat, cool, wow. What words do you use? I have no idea. So anyway, let's see. We got a piece of something there, this piece of edging. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back to it and cut it evenly and put a journal card or some of my fancy ephemera items that came with my journal paper. And I'm going to show you that once I get it figure out. I think it's going to be 12 by 6, but I'm still trying to figure out what pages I want in it and things. So once I get that figured out, I will share that with you. I must have a mark on that paper, or it's just the way the paper is made, I guess. Alrighty, I know this was a short video today, but we did do cover to tag, we did a collage tag, and we could go ahead and do a little bit of collage on this envelope and decorate it later. See how much time we have. It's just 33 minutes, so we could get started on the envelope if you don't mind it going to 45 minutes, and when I get close to 45, I'll just stop it, and I can finish the envelope offline and show it to you at a later time. So let's see, let me get a good bit of glue down, because if I have a lot of glue down, then these squares go on really pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead again, go over the edge, because I can always trim it. I'm not going to worry about getting straight at the edge. If I do, great. If I don't, great. It's fine. Not a big deal. Just going to alternate if I can not get my fingers stuck to the envelope here. If a line is crooked, sometimes I'll straighten my piece out when I glue it down. I'll straighten the piece out and make the line look a little straighter. Here I need quite a larger square to do this corner. Hopefully this will go clear to the edging. Well, looky there. Perfect. Well, I don't know about perfect, but pretty close. That'll work. All right, now what comes after maroon? Let's see, this color, funky green color. I don't know, what color do you call this green? Kelly green? I don't know. You can overlap them if you'd like. Now, if you do, you might have to add more glue. But you don't, I mean, it's really entirely up to you whether or not you want to do that. This is going on here pretty quickly. Yeah, it's only 35. We've got another 10 minutes to work here before I hit 45. All right, there we go. Ooh, no, this one. Now I'll need to put some more glue across here. Error on putting on more glue than not enough. I mean, it's better that you have a little extra on there when you're doing something like this, just so it goes on there. Now, I don't have a lot of maroon. I might have to take some of my maroon paper maybe and cut me a few extra squares here. Let's see what happens when I go to put these down. I'm going to bring that in so it looks more, there'll be like more evenly distributed on there. Kind of like the square look, so to speak. Ooh. It ran away on me. I'll probably have these little pieces of paper all over my floor. That happens a lot. And I do have a helper usually that comes every day to help me do things I'm not able to do myself at home. And she often picks paper all up off the floor of my craft room, almost on a daily basis if I've been crafting the day before. She doesn't mind because she's a crafter herself, so she knows what it's like. Well, maybe she does mind, and but she hasn't said that she did. Okay, let's see. Try to fish for some more maroon ones. Maybe we can get this done. That will just take a little skinny one. So we'll put a little skinny guy there. And then come back up here with a dark green one. You're already stuck there, so I guess you're going to stay. A dark green and then maroon's next. Well, oh, there's one. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it. I only have one more maroon, so I'll have to cut a few more off of my piece I've got laying over here to the side. But that's okay. This will probably be the last collaging with this one that I'm going to do. Or with this stuff, anyway. That piece is just driving me crazy. Oh, here's a nice big green one. We'll put him on there to take up some room. There we go. And then we could put on a skinnier one. There we go. And hopefully this maroon one, the last piece I've got cut, will go right here, which it will. Yay. Grab my maroon and cut just a couple more pieces, enough to finish the front of this envelope and maybe the back. I don't know if that's glue on that upper piece up there or what that is. Glue. Of course. Should have known. leave that one a little oblong here. It won't matter. And since it has glue on, I'll probably put that side down. I'm not really paying much attention on this, which side's going down, like I did on the, when I was just doing the one piece, because it really doesn't matter too much when you're doing something little like this. All right, we got maroon down, so we need a funky green color. And we need a dark green. And we'll put this longer maroon piece here by this longer green. And then let's see what comes after maroon. Aha! One of these babies. Well, I think we'll use a skinnier one here instead of a great big one. And then we'll use a skinny dark green for the bottom. And then I have, it'll basically go off the edge over here. But what I think I'm going to do is overlap it a bit more on this side. So let's see, after dark green is maroon, isn't it? Yes. There's the maroon. Then we want the funky green color. Let's make sure we get that edge good here. So this will stay down good. Since I have to come down here anyway, I think I'm just going to come on down here and cover all the edges of these longer ones that I put here. And then just go ahead and bring it all down so that it's all basically the same. And we'll put that little green one right there. Okay, again, I'm going to let it dry like this before I flip it over, cut my edges, and then I'll take something to use on this other side. I'll either cut me, I'm run out of, I have one maroon square left now, so I'll either cut me out some more maroon squares to do the back side once this side dries, or I will do something else on the back. So again, you could always come back if you wanted to seal this and put Mod Podge over top of it, or spray acrylic or something to really seal that in there. Or even brush a combination of, what is it, PVC glue and water. If you use like 1/3 PVC glue, it's either 2/3 glue to 1/3 water, or 1/3 glue to 2/3 water. I really don't remember which. Anyway, it creates like your own sealant type glue that you can put over it. I'm pretty sure it's 1/3 glue, 2/3 water. And then you can brush over this and it'll give it a nice sealed finish once it's done. But again, you'd have to do one side, let it dry, and then flip it over and do your other side. But, okay, so there we are. That one is covered. That's all ready to be, let it dry and trim. We got this one that we did and finished. And then this one needs to dry a little bit more, and I will trim around it. And then I can just simply add something to it. Alrighty. That's it for today. If you have any questions, then please like the video. If you'd like it, give me a thumbs up. And subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. If you're new, I welcome you to my channel. Hopefully you will learn some ways that, because I'm in a wheelchair, that I do things here that might be a little different than your average crafter or junk journal maker. Boy, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Anyway, you all have a good day. afternoon, what's left of your day, depending on when you're watching my video. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.